So today I want to address a question that's been asked of me quite a few times. I've been teaching bagpipes for a long time, and I've got this one student who I've had for about 18 months now, and he asked me the inevitable question: what do you do when you run into plateaus? And plateaus, as in you've learned something, but you feel like you're not getting any better at it. Just kind of you're just stuck in this spot, and it happens in all sorts of different things we do in bodybuilding. I know that when I was in high school, weightlifting, we'd always constantly talk getting past plateaus, being able to lift heavier when you just got stuck and you couldn't get past these 5 pound increments or whatever. In creative fields such as music, bagpipes being included, or even our art or whatever, plateaus get a little bit. It tends to be the reason why a lot of people quit, because it all comes from you. All right. And you have teachers, people who teach you how to get past these things, but it's not always perfect. And it comes down to, like, if I could play for somebody, I would, but I can't. And one of the things I'm very adamant about whenever I take on students is that I can't do the work that they need to put in. This is what I usually see, and this is where usually people ask me these questions, or people that do this. They have a stack of music. Say they've just joined a band, and they get their whole playlist and stuff like that. Then they've got the standard tunes, Scotland the Brave, Roundtree, and all that and stuff. And then they have their things for their competitions and stuff like that. You get this whole songbook, and the natural inclination is that you need to learn everything quickly. And sometimes you actually have band directors that's what they tell the person, and that's what they expect the person to do. Who cares about the rest when let's get you out on the street? What happens is that the more you go through tunes, the more you go through your songbook, yeah, you could play everything, but are you playing everything really correctly? Take, for example, one of the easiest tunes that we play. Well, it's not really easy, but one of the things that we play the most common, Scotland the Brave. Say you're going through the songbook, and so Scotland the Brave, the way it goes is... on and so forth. And there's different versions, different variations of how the embellishments should be put in there. But most people, when they are these songbook people who just go through everything, you'll get a lot of times that you hear them when they go out and they play, it actually just sounds like... nothing's really discerned, nothing's really precise. They can play the tune, they're playing it at speed, but all those little things, all the twirlists, the grips, the grace notes, just grace notes, go bye-bye for the sake of staying in speed. The thing is if you want to practice correctly, you can't do this constant page turning going to the next thing. You have to sit here and you go, okay, why is it that twirler disappears? And 99% of the time it's because you haven't made it automatic that the twirler is a G, a D, another G, then an E, lifting up to whatever note you're going to. The pattern hasn't been ingrained in the head yet, because that is what those 10,000 hours of practice that everyone talks about. It's a very common theme about any kind of talent, any kind of learning, is that it takes 10,000 hours of practice. That's for everything that you want to perfect. Okay? So it compounds. It gets more and more. The more 10,000 hours for this, 10,000 hours for that. People don't want to put in that time. And that's as simple as what it comes down to. Most likely your practice routine is 10,000 hours of just doing what is good enough. Let's play these tunes for 10,000 hours and I should be an expert at them. Yeah, you're an expert at playing a bunch of tunes badly. So what you got to do, and this is actually something I suggested to quite a few students of mine, is that you pick out the things that are the problem. Say in Scotland the Brave, that Torluth, because it's the most complicated thing in that whole part there. That Torluth, you need to take that Torluth and slow it down to where you're actually playing it, and then you need to try to do a Torluth to any other note. But when it comes to tunes, instead of taking 16 measures of music, take it one or two at a time. Okay? This is what the practice chanter is for. That's the other thing too, is that most people get the idea that you just need to go over the tunes on the practice chanter, get up on the pipes, and that's it. Practice chanter is the place where you hone that. I find it more difficult to play faster on this than it is on the pipes. Not sure if it's the same for everybody. If it is, write down in the comments below. If it isn't, write down in the comments below. Biggest thing is, take your time. You don't need to know the whole thing first. You need to know how to play the thing right before you can memorize it, because otherwise you're just building a problem. Okay? That's it for today. Talk to you later.